From Mohan Bhagwat to Yogi Adityanath, the communal rant is the biggest read on Modi's 100-day report card. Add to that the Prime Minister's conspicuous silence, or the complete lack of resonance of his Red Fort speech amongst supporters. The political scorecard leaves a lot to be desired. On the political front, though Modi appears far more conciliatory, gone is the aggression and is in the statesman-like humility. The other big green is the efficiency in Parliament in terms of hours spent and laws passed. The one big fear, though, in the last 100 days has been that higher education would be seriously meddled with. Assurances have come in to refute that. One hopes it remains so. But murmurs about centralized power micromanagement, dwarfing the rest of the cabinet and being the only port of authority, did come to light recently when Rajnath was found to be miffed. On the external front, though, Modi scores high. The stance at WTO, where India refused to sign the trade pact unless the developed world took note of its food security requirements, got him many Facebook likes. But India may have isolated itself at a multi-trade body. That aside, the Prime Minister's message is, we will not be bullied. Japan was a big test of Modi's abilities to engage with the industrialized world. He has scored high on that account, with some experts even going as far as insisting an anti-China bloc is in the making. Cut to Pakistan. Modi has been lauded by many for his tough stance against the neighbours when he cancelled the secretary-level talks. In the process, though, he has made Hurriyat prominent, and Indo-Pak relations have soured more. But he will not take things lying down, is the message from Racecourse Road. Good or bad, the first 100 days has raised hopes, and it is now up to Prime Minister Modi, with an overwhelming majority, to deliver on the Indian dream. And for that, he first needs to put an end to the communal discourse that can tear the fabric of our great nation. After all, it was Modi who said from Red Fort, India will progress if it leaves the past well behind. Bureau Report, ET Now, New Delhi.
All right, let's take it across to the man who perhaps knows Modi's mind better than the rest of us here. Swaminathan Aiyar joins us all the way from Washington. Swami, thanks very much for being with us. First 100 days, plenty on development, economy, infrastructure, but what about the political front? How do you rate that?
It's not a very low rating. I would say it's slightly better than so-so. I was hoping for some significant radical change. There's been no radical change. He looks to be set to go on slow incremental steps. There is much more continuity than any radical change in all that is done. And I think that this is typified by the railway budget and the budget, which was so very, very alike. Previous Congress rail budget and general budget, that you could see that, yes, there were some changes here, some changes there, but only small little steps going onward. So Mr. Modi appears to be a person who is not going to shake up the whole system in any one big go. He wants to move forward fairly cautiously, building on what's already there. I think that's not strong enough. I think he should have been more radical. That's why I'm giving maximum 65 out of 100.
Okay, 65 out of 100 for the first 100 days. But Swami, is he a different political animal as a Prime Minister than what he was as a Prime Ministerial candidate?
Yes, I think you could say that. And I said, you know, the incrementalism is very, very clear. He has, while in opposition, they criticize, for instance, the Aadhaar program. Now they decided to go along with the Aadhaar program. This whole financial inclusion thing that he's doing on. The Congress has talked non-stop about financial inclusion ever since Indira Gandhi nationalized the banks. And while he's putting it forward as something new, it's actually simply building on what was there earlier. Congress was trying for one account for every family. He's trying for two. He's trying to do it faster. He's trying to do it so fast, in fact, that it's become farcical. They tried to sign up 15 million people on one day. And I'm told that investigations showed that many of those guys already held accounts. If you go to the banks and say, get me 15 million new people, it can't be done. So you get just theater. You don't really get genuine inclusion. So I think it's a terrible mistake, the speed he is attempting to show on the financial inclusion. But on other matters, by and large, he's just taking small steps onward, improving on what was already done by the previous UPA government.
Swami, running out on time here, but the most pertinent question to ask you is, he talks about economy, he talks about development, he talks about a communal moratorium from the Red Fort, while his party talks about love jihad. Has he failed to rein in the communal discourse in this country right now?
We are getting very mixed signals on this. On the one hand, Modi, in many of his speeches, emphasizes the need for communal peace, for harmony, and that no community should fight against another. On the other hand, the inflammatory statements made by many BJP people in the state of Uttar Pradesh leave one extremely unhappy. Amit Shah's moves and so on do not look at all to me in harmony with the Prime Minister's calling out for secularism. So I said, we are getting mixed signals from the BJP on this. I would say that's a definite negative point. Some people will say, well, it could have been even worse. I will simply say at this point of time, I am not happy with the communal position of the government of India. Not that it's a bad one, not that it is openly called for any kind of violence, but it is sitting uncomfortably in various states, especially Uttar Pradesh, where there is communal trouble.
All right, Swami. Thanks so much for taking time out for us this evening.
Thank you.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.